Hi all. Today I have done a very interesting thing. Okay, I had one structure with me, and I wanted to modify the structure with some addition of members or addition of geometry. And same times I have to give the release for that additional member or assign property to that additional member. Suppose I have created this member right now, and I want to assign a property which is in my mind. So I should have to go in the property table and search for the relevant table property and then select it and assign it. And if it is not there, and if it is not present here, then go to section database and add the section from this. It was taking me a long time, very long time, and it was very time consuming and cumbersome. So what I thought, why shouldn't I create a program to assign a property? First, that program will check the required property is available in the table or not. If it is available, then it will select the reference number of that property and assign the selected beam. And if it is not there in the table, then it will create one additional member with new additional reference number, and then it will assign to the selected beam. So how could I do it? I created one Excel file, and I have copied all the sections from STAAD section database here, and I will create here as a new property one variable I had created, and I will make it as a data validation, and I will take the information from the next sheet here. Data validation list from AA. Okay, then I will just make it yellow so that it will look like an input. Yeah, so all members has been listed here, section property. Then created button here. Let's I change the name, it's not required here, but bt assign property. I will delete the old code. Property bt assign property, and then caption assign property. I will select one code. Suppose it is let me take the available one, 150 by 7. Yeah, this one. I will double click it. First I will find out how many number of properties are present in my property table and which are those properties available. So here the command is get and remove the general section profile, get the property count here, Control C, copy, get the object from somewhere in root function, paste it at the beginning, remove this, change the object, dot, and this will give me the number of properties present in the table, and then I will list out how many property, which are those properties are there in the table. Property get remove, then get property name, okay, property name for this reference number. Okay, so here 3 is the reference number and this is the property name, and this is my variable of string type, and this is the reference number is a long type of variable. As long, then for I is equal to 1 to n number of properties present, and here let me pass the value of I only, not the reference I, and let me define I as long. So what this loop will check, it will check for the available properties dot, this is the name, and it compare with the new property I am suggesting. If var string name, which is holding the name of the property at reference number I, is equal to new property, then let me define it without field, otherwise I will forget it. Dim control V as string type of variable because it is holding the name, both are string. Okay, now if it is equal to new property, then my reference number will be equal to I, and if I found the match, if my new property number is present in the table, then reference number will be that reference number where the property match is found. Okay, I will end next I. This is a very important loop where I can find the reference number of an existing property. Now if ref is equal to 0, that means I have not found the match, then I will add one property. Okay, so now here I am dealing with the Japanese property. What is the command to add the property? In the table, create profile, create beam property from table. For Japanese, the index is 11. Okay, I will copy the syntax from here. Control C, change the object, dot remove UI. I will put 11 for Japanese section, and instead of this text directly, I will putting new property. Check for the spelling. Yeah, it is correct. And all other parameters I will be keeping 0 only. So this, if reference is equal to 0, reference is not found, match is not found, this new property will be added and my reference will go to n plus 1. That means already I had n number of properties inside it. After adding this property numbers will be n plus 1. And if, and after adding this property, if ref, directly we will have the command to assign the property to the selected beams. First of all, get the selected beam numbers, geometry, beams, then get number of selected beams, control V. I will store those beams in a variable called m, get the object correctly placed, Control V dot, and get the selected beams. With this command, I will be taking this information as sorted by changing 0 to 1, and beam numbers I will be defining right now. So this will be equal to, here I can define as long type of variable which will be holding the number of beams, and as soon as I get the number of selected beams, I should redeem this variable to the correct dimension. Redeem, control V, from 0 to m minus 1. Then we will be able to store the selected beams in the beam numbers array, means in this array. Then assign the property. For, let's take I is equal to 1 to selected beams. What is the command to assign the property? In property table, assign section to element, assign beam to property. I will copy the command, control C, and paste it here. Remove n property, I will keep it as it is. I will change slowly. UI I'm going to remove, and object, proper object is required to be put here. Then beam number I will take it from here. I'm not going to define any more variable. Control V, I minus 1, and the property reference number is going to be ref. Okay, and then next I. Now check. Now I have selected one beam number here, 150 by 150 by 7 by 10, which is already available in the table at reference number 2. Okay, so what I will do here, I will assign here, for this beam I will assign that beam. So assign property, check, not assigned. Let me check. I will put one dot here. Let me save this file. How many members are there? 22. I will select this beam. I will put one dot here. Run this command and check what is beam number 1049 and reference number is 23, which is not required at all. As norm, name, new property. I have not defined what is this new property. So a new property should be taken from cell number. Control C is equal to cells. Where is the Excel file? Here, 3 4 3 comma 4. Save. Now I will remove this dot. It should work properly. I have selected this beam to assign second number property. Go to geometry. Now if you see, click here, no property has been assigned to this beam. Go to Excel file and assign the property and check what property will be assigned to this beam. So 150 by 150 by 10 is assigned and no property has been added here. It has been taken from the reference number 2. See, 22 were the properties, and suppose I have the property which is to be assigned, which is not present in this table. Right now, suppose I have starting h with 150. I will save this file and I will start with Okay, 100. I know that this property is not present in the table. So what will happen if I click this? Let me check. I have not selected the beam. Okay, so select the beam first. Yeah, it is selected, and check what property has been assigned. Not assigned yet. Let me do this once again. Check for the addition of the property in the table. It is added. I will delete this once again to for checking purpose. Save. Go to geometry. Select here. Check the code once again. So if it is not, or if reference is equal to 0, then reference will be equal to n plus 1, and it will be assigned to the beams. So I have selected the beams in STAAD and check for the property 100 by 100 by 6 by 8 has been added properly, and it is added in the table also. So when there is property which is not present in the table, will be assigned, created and assigned, and if it is present in the table itself, it will be taken from the reference number and it will be assigned. This is going to save my lot of time, and it's a hectic job to find out which property is present and which is to be added newly from this tab. So I could minimize my time, and I enjoyed this work, and thanks for watching.